guys, TXC Titan here. So I just wanted to make a little video because I had a little bit of trouble trying to get used to it, and I'm still working on it, but I just thought I'd share the information that I have. This is a video on like 5 tips on how to increase your aim in Apex and basically all shooters. Just go into the training ground, and what you're gonna want to start off with is just making sure that you have the right sensitivity. So if you can just like try and look head to head like that, and if you're cutting short in between. So if I go like this, it means my sensitivity is too high. If I go like that, it means my sensitivity is too low. So go here, go to mouse and keyboard, and this is your regular sensitivity. So this is when you're unscoped. ADS is when you're down the scope, just for the beginners here. So when you're down scope, this is a percentage of what this is. So this is 70% of 3.5. So now you're just going to want to start here just to see if you got the sensitivity down. This is the easier part of it, just to make sure you're on the right path. So you're going to start and you're just going to go for the heads. You can switch it to single burst too, so you can only... So just like that. So once you start getting good at that, you can land headshots every time, then you can start moving on to like maybe moving around. I'm not the greatest either, but I'm just trying to help you guys out here. I've done some research on this, so that's the first step there. That and the settings there, so that's the first step. Now you can try and do this one. This one's a little more trickier. This is so you can snap. So if there's a guy right there and he's hiding behind here and he might come out of there or here, you can now just sit like this and choose which side to go to, right? You better reaction time means more chances you'll land the shot, right? So you're gonna go like this, aim here, go to that head, go back. So aim here, go to that head, go back, go to that head, go back. That head, go back, that head, go back. Fuck. There you go. So just like that, that's the second step there. So now you can take another gun and just run over here. I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible because I'm sure you guys just want to get to work here. So we're gonna go over here, come over here, and you're gonna want to put a hole in the wall, just one bullet, and you're just gonna try and move around while still looking at that bullet. So if you can keep your gun on that steady the whole time, just like that, just try and aim for that all the way around. If you can keep that, it'll build muscle memory for your in game. So when you're coming around and there's a guy there, or you're holding a corner. So if this is a wall here and you think a guy's gonna come out of here, you can now come around the corner like that and just light him up. Uh, the next step would be just putting a target, and now you can practice your recoil. So if you want to practice your recoil, just go like that and let the gun rip into the wall. That's my recoil pattern. So now try and hold down your recoil so that you get something like that. You'll land way more shots if you can control your recoil at the same time. So now you can take the recoil. You can try the second gun too. The R99 has this really bad recoil, but if you can get good at it, I think it's the best gun in the game. But if you can keep it to something like that or even better, something like that, then you'll be golden. So now you can just take all of the steps and add them together here and move around while trying to keep your recoil down. Oh, that was rough. So you can just take a shot and while moving and just try something like that. Last but not least, graphics wise, I turned up my graphics for the video. I don't have the greatest computer, but another thing that like a lot of players like is having a bigger field of view. So if you look now, see how much I can see here. Now if I go to 90, I zoom in way more. So a lot of people do like to have a preference of having more field of view so that you can like be right here and still see that wall. I personally like it at 90. I've tried both and I just think 90 is better for me, but it's worth a shot. Play a couple games with it and see if it's better. Sometimes it'll actually help your aim. I just highly prefer 90, and it also your FPS. You'll get more FPS if you play at 90. One last thing I want to recommend is the graphics. I usually just turn it like this. I usually have high, low, 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 because the model's nice. Nice to have high models. Everything else you don't really need that high. Turn off all your spot shadows, volumetric lighting, and spot shadow detail, sun shadow coverage. All that goes off. That takes a lot on your CPU. Plus, it's just irrelevant, especially the shadows. When people are hiding in dark places, it's hard to see them. Ambient occlusions are usually on off, and then this is all based off your RAM. So if you want to have high RAM, or if you have 16 gigs of RAM, you can keep it at 4. And then I don't even know what this does, but I like it here because you get to see better. I don't know, it's just better quality gameplay with that. So yeah, that's my first video here. So leave your suggestions in the bottom there and let me know what I think. Thanks guys, tighten out.